gotta live with it. Got my money working, you know what I did with it. Take it to the field, treat it like a coin toss. Girl, I got it covered, I'm a Louis loincloth. But he ain't really with the gang, that's a fact. Had baby doing something strange for the snap. Ride around the county with her face in my lap. Keep it 101, this ain't the place for the cap. I ain't got the minutes for the who said what. Piling up the digits on a goose egg hunt. About to take a quarter to the ball cap later. Texting Goofy double, I need all that paper. I been making plays, call me head coach baby. Eggplant emoji to me, bread loaf baby. Trade a couple dollars for some yen in a flight. iPhone's off, ho, I'm in for the night. 40 on me, why they on me waistline? Talking about some money on me FaceTime. Stack it up and scale it up and flip it off. High stepping, baby, I don't trip it off. Hundreds on me, lighting up me workload. Still been getting to it when the work's slow. Count it out and seal it up and ship it off. High stepping, baby, I don't trip it off. I've been living high, let me bask in this shit. Shorty on a juice cleanse, ass getting thick. Tally up the tokens, let me ball for the winner. Squad with me, I'ma fit them all in a sprinter. Up late, looking for the scalp trade setup. Only two types, either fed or you fed up. Lemon lime kush from the coast with a potion. Calculate the risk, I don't move with emotion. Fuck how you felt, bet it is what it is. Insurance plan, leave a meal for the kids. Truth in the blood, got G's in the family. First seen 100 by the peas in the pantry. Pounding on the pudding and I'm hopping in a ship. They know that I can't get it popping off the rip. Business over brunch and it came with mimosas. All about the bread, so I came with a toaster. 40 on me, why they know me waistline? Talking about some money on me FaceTime. Stack it up and scale it up and flip it off. High stepping, baby, I don't trip it off. Hundreds on me, lighting up me workload. Still been getting to it when the work's slow. Count it out and seal it up and ship it off. High stepping, baby, I don't trip it off. What it feel like? What it look like? What it be like?
What up, y'all? What up, y'all? I'm looking for my watch. How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Oh, everybody's good. Good, 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 good. Good, good, good. How y'all doing? I don't find my watch. I'm so, yeah. Hey, what? Hello. Hey, y'all. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Uh, Let me get Teddy out of here, too, y'all. I'm only going to be probably a second. I don't know. Hey, Tay. Hey, Priscilla. Hey, ladies. Hey, Hilderland. Hey, hey, hey. Let me, I got to find my watch, y'all. Jeez. I just had it. I thought I had. Okay. Oh, I guess I set it down. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Whoa, are y'all done? Are y'all done laughing and stuff out there? Are y'all done laughing? Oh my God, y'all. Yesterday was off the hook, okay? Okay. Did y'all catch some of yesterday's preponderous activity? I don't know what the hell that was, y'all. I don't know what the hell that was. I do not know, but I tell you, you try to digress from some of this stuff. You try to woosah. You got the woosah from a lot of it, y'all. From a lot of it. The weather's getting good. The weather is getting real, real good. So I hear it's supposed to get up to like the 60s or something like that coming up here soon. Um, you guys know that the house and all of that, they planning on getting you your stimulus money out to you so that it doesn't affect anything that comes with what is it that the people are getting those other checks, the other checks. Yeah, well, the other checks that's supposed to be ending. Hey, Trav. So they supposed to be like having everything right on time, so it doesn't affect those people that is receiving, I guess the disability funds and all those other kind of funds that are out there. So that's working good for everybody, and hopefully it would put quite a few people back in a good stance a little bit. However, you're going to have a lot of people that actually fell quite a bit behind on a lot of their bills and everything. So that money hopefully will get everybody caught back up, get everybody caught back up. But hold on, let me get this. Okay, there we go. Let me get this off of here. I did not like that. Let me get this here over here. That's much better. But as you guys can see, hey Empress, Shannon, how y'all doing? I'm working back here, you guys, behind the scene. We're still working on. I am, and quite a few people working on the walk for Kales, and hopefully we will see quite a few people out. Quite a few people out. I know that there's another live going on, but this morning I guess I just wasn't interested in it. It's like you've seen it once, you done seen it forever. You done seen it. You just keep seeing it over and over and over to where at some point it kind of raised a little bit suspicious with me. And that's just me. So that I don't have these accusations and this suspicions thought in my head, I just kind of got to stop watching so much to it. I know over here a lot of the ladies just kind of don't travel out there to really see, the fuckery that goes on the YouTube street. And when I say it is nothing but some fuckery with the capital F going on, yeah, it is straight goddamn fuckery. Oh, I'm still trying to get ready, y'all. It's it's crazy. It's crazy. So it really is. But yesterday, I don't I can't dissect which one happens to be like my favorite series, my favorite part of the series, because this shit is just getting broken down piece by piece by piece by piece. So I'm gonna see if I can try to get some of it right to some of the ladies who don't go much, anywhere out in the YouTube streets, because it's a whole bunch of shit going on, y'all. It's a whole bunch of shit going on. You got to see, that darn DJ Dingo, going in and out of vagina, and You got to see the other guy named whoever he may be, some Don Snow or whatever, and come in and tell you how his shit went down over there with the goddamn boom boom lady. And you got to see, of course, the king of the bullshitter out here, the Bookham guy, who apparently knows every goddamn body, has everybody got a damn number, has a file on every goddamn body, knows what you look like, where you stay at, who you been with, who you talk to, who everything. This nigga is over there holding everybody's goddamn portfolio. You hear me? So it's kind of crazy. So, and then you got what's his name? Debosky Gun, who sits over there and has all of the audio of all of the explicit sounds of having sex. So you got a lot of shit going on out here, y'all. A whole lot of shit going on. Whole lot of other people names that is being called out, to do whatever. But like I say, none of this we would have never known had it not been for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly getting incarcerated. You feel me? None of this, you would have not seen none of this. So since it is all going on, what better? I would just laugh at the shit because the shit is hilarious. I am going to leave you guys know the routine over here because I'm having me some tea, and I'm waiting on my tea to my water to get hot. I need my tea this morning, but baby, yeah, when I say some shit, it's just all crazy. This shit is all crazy. Like, it's mostly the main topic about the who say and the she say and the they say. That's pretty much what you got out here when it comes to a lot of people that is so angry with each other. It's well, he said, and then they said, and then I said, and then we said, and everybody said, and then the shit gets all confused. And of course, you get to go out there, and then you pick your side of the team of the he says of that you want to be on, and you join up and you laugh with them, and you agree with what they're saying without even pulling your facts or anything. And that's just that's what's going on out here. That's what's going on down here, y'all. Let's start with, but because I do got something to get into. Hopefully, I don't be too long. I took 2 days off, you guys, because like I said, this stuff here really literally took my schedule away from me, causing me to be late for work and doing other things. So at some point you got to fall back and get back into reality of things. So I do miss you guys. I do miss you guys. So but I'm only a phone or a text away at this moment, you guys. I'm only taking texts. I'm only taking messages, uh being on the phone and talking to people, who you kind of really, really, really don't know. It's taking a chance on your life, and you guys can see it's going down right in front of you. Okay, so if a person gets mad at you, or you don't know if you're being set up on something or whatever, and all of these phone calls of everything is just being blasted out there, it's like, who do you trust? Who do you goddamn trust out here? Anyways, I don't know. I have my certain people that I do, and it's a whole lot. Don't call pal, don't call pal. God, this shit. When I say this shit is funny, y'all. Hey, Harlem Bow, this shit is funny, y'all. It's funny. It is so funny. All right, let me see y'all hearts if y'all get y'all laughed on out there, because I know some of y'all is kind of lurking around out there and checking it out. So you say you in Walmart, girl. I need to come to Walmart too. I got some things I need to pick up, but with trying to sleep and run these hours and home, oh my God, you just, whew, I get a little tired. So Beauty is shopping, you guys. So we'll give her a minute. Charge it to the heart. So let me see who can be up first on this list. Let's start with though Bookham. Let's start with Bookham. Let's do that. I don't know about you guys, but I listen to how he tells his stories. Like I say, I'm a little bit slow to speak and quick to listen, right? When I say that this guy, he keeps himself in so much BS out there, it don't make any sense. He feels as if he's the attorney, he's the doctor, the psychiatrist, um, and he knows everything. He knows everything. But as I listen to him, and I don't know where you guys are from, but with me, I always feel like, sometimes the person who portrays to be the smartest person and over their peers and everything usually turns out to be the dumbass, the dumbest person. They usually do, right? And they're thinking so far inside of the box. There's a whole lot of people that thinks, contrary outside of the box, right? And that just happens to be me. I am listening and paying attention to some of the abnormal part of him, and there's a lot of abnormalities about this guy. Um, I've always said I don't give a damn if he knows Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly or not. It doesn't. I don't care. Basically, I don't care about it. These none of the anybody out here that knows Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly or not, because I'm not out here to have a personal affair about because you really know him. I kind of look at the justice part of the situation with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly that brought me out here, meaning the Lifetime movie and the doc series and a lot of other things that I've actually read and listened and and interpreted a little bit for myself about what's really going on with this man. That's why I'm here. All of the other stuff that I see, this fuckery out here, you got to take it with a grain of salt. And we're going to get into that because we're going to go over some things in the article that I found about informants, okay? Because everybody out here is being told that that there's informants out here and there's informants out here. And what's funny about saying that there's informants out here and there's informants out here, in order to know that if there's informants out here, then one must be somewhere associate with and informants themselves. We all know how informants come about, but we're going to get into that, right? So you have to pay attention to that as well. I don't condone with like people saying, well, there's informants and there's informants. As far as I'm concerned, everybody. As far as I'm concerned, since we're going to use the word informants, everybody in the R.Kelly sector is an informant, because informants share things and they tell things. Everybody is a secret out here. Everybody knows their little part and portion, their portion of who this person may be and this person may be, and then you have your agenda of why you are doing these things. So you are, technically, with the definition of being an informant, all of us is goddamn informants, right? And I'll say this, and it's because they have two kinds. We got the nosy kind that spreads it amongst each other, that has nothing to gain out of it. It's just that we're gossipers, and there's the drama part. And then you also have your informants who has been involved in some kind of illegal activity that has gotten themselves caught up with the law at some point of time in their lives, where now the FBI or what are the law enforcement can come and say, well, hey, let's dig this person up, especially if you just got recently released from jail or something like that. And it's like, well, let's get this person. Now they want to plant something on you, but because you are a known criminal or whatever, yes, they may grab you up and say, well, hey, you know what, if you don't do this for us or whatever, then we're going to put this other case back on you. And it's just that easy for them to do. So when I think about the informants, I think about it as two different kinds. You got us, the nosy kind that's just bouncing around and everybody is gossiping and telling who they think that this suspect is or this person is and this person is, but we have nothing to gain, and you have not ever been caught up with the law. You're not a criminal. We just YouTube informers. We inform each other of what's popping out here. And like I say, your other brand where you have ones that has been legally caught up and have had or are going through some type of legal a criminal situation themselves. So it's easy for the government to grab you up and say, hey, you know what, yeah, we need you, or you owe us one, or we gonna plant these goddamn two keys on you, and if you don't do this, it's a trade-off. So, but before we jump to that, let's get on back into that, because to what I was talking about. So now you have, like I say, Bookham is up on the chart, on the chopping block first, right? And he's desperately over there really trying to prove whom he is, right? He wants everybody's trust back. Believe in me. That's what the fuck he wants. And I'm sitting here going, saying, well, okay, let's hypothetically say everybody out here starts to believe in Bookham. So the first question that I asked myself, well, okay, now what the fuck you gonna do? I said I wasn't gonna even curse today. But now, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, like, to actually help him? Because here we are in 2021 of March. We're coming up close to what, 2 years that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly has been incarcerated. July 19, 20. Yeah. Okay. So let me get my math right, right? And you mean to tell me that with all of these months that have went by, literally 18 months or so, 17, 18 months, right? What has he done besides stay on the YouTube streets and stay in the middle of a whole bunch of vajajas drama? What else has he done besides show you that he is capable of pulling, of storing, let me correct that word, of storing a whole bunch of people's information, so that if you piss him off, or if he's not joined in this committee, or whatever the case may be, his panties goes into a bunch and starts wanting to retaliate personally on someone. Somebody need to explain to me, how in the hell is that supposed to help, or is helping Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly out? Because I can't understand that for the sake of me, and I'm not going to try to understand, because the shit gives you a headache at some point. But 17, 18 months, and the only thing that I saw him do, whatever the case may be, whether if he's working behind the scenes and all of this shit, I can't even see that happening, because right now you are what you are, and that's just a clown character. It's a clown character. Everybody knows him. You saw him in the video. You saw him going to the court. You saw him showing up. I am at the point now where I have to say, well, you know what? Give me a second, you guys. I can't ignore my mom. 1 second. Don't ignore your moms, y'all, because you ain't got but one, and my mother's getting older, so I have to be there at her calls, even though she don't want none. She just got to see what you're doing. That'd be my mom's question. What are you doing? Getting ready for work, and it's the same answer every day. But that's all I saw. So I don't know about you guys, but that's all I saw. I have 72 people watching the chat room. So go ahead, hit the thumbs up or hit the thumbs down. Today is, do what you feel day. I preferably will appreciate it if you guys can make the numbers match on the thing. And I know they're just peeping in as well, but you know what? To be honest with you guys, I am making my way to actually move from this sector. We're going to go. I got to spin the channel. I gotta spin the channel, whether if I got to come over here and do some goddamn knitting and show y'all how to, I don't chew gum, or I don't know, open a candy wrapper or something. I gotta do something different over here, because I ain't feeling they shit no more. And I'm gonna be dead honest with y'all on that. Some of you guys will come with me and roll with, what I'm doing on the channel, and some of you guys may not. And I'm okay with that. But this is some bullshit. And that's just that. Now, Bookham now is in the desperado mode, and you can't quite figure it out because now it's, I'm gonna get this on my show, and then he pulls Drunken Larry commentaries to use that, and now it's about him. Make sure you hit his cash app and you get this and you get this, and at one point you kind of really wasn't hearing that from him as much. He kind of fell off of it, but now it's something else that then rubbed the panties or something really wrong to where now I'm not going to give you this information. Kind of something similar to what Sylvia was doing, right? I'm not going to give you this information until you get the cash app. So me, if I got something to say, whether they coming in or not, I'm gonna say what the hell I got to say, because I'm still gonna have to get dressed and go and do what I gotta do outside of YouTube, right? But trying to understand as well. Okay, this is a lot of people jobs. I'm really trying to stay optimistic about that and be like, you know what, whatever, who gives a rat's ass. That's how I am right there. But you notice the changes in some people, you do, and me, I speak on it. It's my opinion, and that's what I do over here. So, but let's move on, because like I say, that man is over there, and 345 his videos, and they're pretty much all the same, and it's just about who did what to each other. It's nothing about who did what or who's involved, or anything about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. So I figured that out, like, okay, this is just a beef sector now. This is, I don't like you because you said this, or because you're over on this person's platform, or because you have this picture of me and this picture of me, and I mean, these people out here really got some shit to prove to each other, and it's bizarre. Okay, but that's just me. I don't like him. I didn't like him, like I told you guys, all the way from phases, and I'm going to stand on that. When I said that it is freaking toxic out here, that's exactly what I'm going to stand on for me. And that goes, that's just me. I see things that you guys may not see. And sometimes it's better left said undone. You just go on and do your thing and stay the hell out the mix, right? Because the Kool-Aid out there, it's got a terrible goddamn mix to it, y'all. The Kool-Aid is real bad, and the cycling of this shit is just bouncing from the same damn people. Right now, you don't have no new people all involved of it, right? It's just the same damn circle, right? I see the other channels they're kind of falling back a little bit, but at the same token, I'd be asking you myself, no, you know what? You were toxic too, and it is what it is. You were toxic too, and I'm sorry, you guys. It's just two wrongs just don't make a right. Do I have an attitude or a problem with them over there? No, I don't. Go do what you do. All I know that Pap stay clean and stay her ass clean out the goddamn way. That's it. So you said that you believe that Sylvia would say, get the likes up and not the cash apps. Yeah, I'm with you on that about 80-20, but the cash apps are supposed to be, to for the channels. And everybody out there that sits on everybody channels, you guys already know, if you have the bloggers and stuff out there, and if you are feeling generous, it's just a normal thing to do. Repeating it and stuff like that, no. And I'll tell you why though, lady, because I don't just sit over here. I'm all over on the Gotti. I'm over on, shout out to you, Gotti. I'm everywhere out here. And when I talk about these, like the big bloggers, you never hear it. They do say thank you, but I never hear these people. And if they do say it, it's got to be probably one or two times throughout their show. Hell, they got the PayPal and everything already up on the screen. That's enough to say it right there, which is telling you that, you see it, support the channel. Or they have the moderators that pushes it for you. But anyways, I don't care about the what they do. A lot of people out here, I'm so over that part of it. But it's the pressure of it, applying the pressure on the people. And if once when I go to work and I tell you, it's the same people out on those corners over there, right? And the same signs. They're not screaming, help me, help me, help me. They just post their signs up in front of them, we'll work for food, or need money for this, or need money for the coffee. And it's up to the individual to say, well, you know what? You pull up there and every now and then, here, go get your coffee. I'll give this guy, but you don't hear them. So, but different strokes, different folks, right? It is what it is. But so let's move on. Then I got to go get my tea. And so off of that, like I say, Sylvia and them's channel, they've been kind of quiet. Sylvia's been quiet out here trying to get herself together and doing her inspirations and things like that. Will the attack ever be over on her? No, it's not, because that's just the way Bookham runs his channel over there. His thing is, you know what? Once it gets quiet, I'm gonna have to throw some more stuff out here to bring some more drama back out, to get more people to come back and laugh with me, to on another person, or about another person would be the correct word. But that's just the way he runs his show, and it is what it is, because he's not the only one. But you're not gonna say he had that boy, whatever his name was, Don Snow or something, and then he come out and he had some things to say, and boy, he had some things to say, about the boom boom, or how she was doing this and doing that. And of course, Bookham, he joined in with everybody broke. Everybody in the world is broke or something in the basement, and all that shit was done with the PPA loans. I don't even know what them PPA loans is, but I do remember two of my friend, her daughters. I remember them all of a sudden coming up on that 10 grand too when it came out too. So maybe that's what the PPA and things was. Well, whatever, it got this guy, he's upset, saying that he didn't do, he's in not into these things. He's just turning one, so he's a young kid, and everything was supposedly somebody that got paid to go do something to somebody. And y'all tell me, how did it get to this point with just coming out to support Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly? The stuff that you guys are seeing, what is the first thing that they say? Oh, this is hurting Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's case. I hear that so much. It's a tired ass old song. Because if you guys think that whatever you see out here when it comes to this personal back and forth beef will hurt Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly case, then you got another thing coming. What Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly case is about is what it's about. It's already written in stone. It's written in stone already. They're getting ready to go to trial. So I suggest, and this is my opinion, just enjoy the ride. Just enjoy the freaking fuckery shows that you have going on. Because ain't none of this stuff, none of it, not even half of the stuff that you hear Bookham saying is going to be implemented in any goddamn case about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly at this point. They're getting ready to go to trial. And if it was, what's the difference of what's going on now from what, a couple of months ago? Nothing has happened. Or a year ago, nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. So, this government shit it be cracking me up though. Oh, you going to jail, you going to jail. Let's move on, because I'm not done. I touch on a little bit of everybody. It is what it is. It doesn't mean that I still don't support Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. I'm just here to tell the goddamn on news around what's been going on the YouTube streets, to the ladies that sit over here and don't even travel like that. But I'm going to enlighten y'all. Yes, I am. Because I'm nosy like that. I'm a little nosy. I be trying to get it though. I be trying to stay off of it too. But then it'd be like, oh Lord, this shit is funny as hell. Let me grab my popcorn and lean with it, y'all, and crack the hell up on this shit. Because, in reality, they all look like idiots. I ain't gonna lie about that. Grown folks, idiots. I'm sorry. It is what it is. It is what it is. You have, I don't know the other lady name, and she got on the panel over there on Bookham, and oh my Lord, I guess, and boy, she's highly upset about, what's that boy, Don Snow. And guess what it was about? Some he say, she say shit. Like seriously. And I'm sitting there going, oh my God. But I'll the roll up, and I'm gonna fuck you up and beat you up and do, oh my Lord, y'all. Oh my Lord. it's really sickening. It's really, really sickening, right? But enough for his ass, because some, he bores me sometimes, and sometimes the shit that Book can be saying, and you could hear him stepping on his own toe about it. It'd be funny as hell, because I'll be over there saying, "Boy, go sit your ass down, some damn well." But of course, he's a character. He told everybody that he's a what is it? What was that? A joker. Yeah, told everybody. And he's standing by it, because that's exactly what he is, a goddamn joker. So, but let's move on, because like I say, there's some things that were said also on the I don't know if you guys saw the episode with the Randa thing, and she had her panel up there, right? And it was her birthday. So shout out to the birthday, shout out to everybody that's having the birthdays. God is good if he's kept you. So, he's good as well if he's called you home, because he done put that time on everybody. Only he knows, right? But it was a birthday party and celebration and everything, right? So um I guess some shit must have went down, and of course everything that's going down now has something to do with the nobody anything girl, right? The situation that had occurred with Dubowski and her, and her traveling into Chicago and all that stuff. Oh, it got a little buck wild out there, y'all. Bucky wild. So there's an audio that Dubowski was playing on the Randa's channel, and I'm listening to it, and I'm hearing it perfectly well. And most of the people in the chat room was understanding the audio as well, right? So, I think it was a text or something. Could be wrong. I don't know. Half of the shit I don't even remember like that. But so whatever the case may be, Randa was convinced about nobody anything was actually in on a video, on a call, where she was alarmed to take the situation back over to DJ, right? To DJ Tyson. And so where DJ Tyson and her had a conversation about his son. But as I was reading this information or the audio, right, and the way that I interpreted was that she was sitting in basically over there on this chat, and she was overhearing, and they played the song of what DJ Tyson son was rapping about, right? Well, I heard it probably the same day that nobody anything had heard it, right? Well, she took it upon herself to go alarm DJ about it. But the way the story had came out on Randa's channel, it was convinced to Randa that no. She was on that call. She heard you guys, and da da da. I didn't take it like that. And for me reading most of the chat room over there, a lot of people over there was trying to basically, like, literally correct this. Like, no, we think that she was just listening like everybody else, and she hurried up and alarmed DJ. And even there was a Claudine up on her panel, and I think that Claudine also was like, okay, no, this is being interpreted the wrong way. And to me, she really tried to get Randa's attention immediately, like, no, I don't think that, like, let's weigh the options out here. Well, let's wait a minute, right? But it didn't even work out that way, because Randa got convinced. And then Randa went into a rage where nobody anything became, a lying ass bitch. And she summoned her, to come over and and that's a lying ass bitch. And so, it's like, whoa. So of course it got back to nobody anything, and then she appeared on the show to clarify some things up about how that had went down. Well, at the end, you had Randa try to apologize to her, but what I'm saying in the message is for a lot of people out there. If you guys are listening to me, when someone tells you some things, or you're planning, and I get it, we jump to conclusions right away, and really, if the heat of the moment is really firing up, right? Nobody anything really didn't have a chance at that moment, because Randa was getting worked, with listening to the audio and stuff that Dabowski was playing. So it was working her, it was working her. And then those harsh words came out. If she just took a moment to step back and say, well, you know what, let me talk to the young lady. Let me see where where she's getting this from or whatever. Do you know that their argument wouldn't even be where it had escalated to be? It wouldn't even gotten to that point. We don't stop for a second. Stop for a second. Take a breath. Hold on. So with Colleen trying to intercept and see where her anger was coming in at and how she was calling nobody anything, the lying bitch and things like that. Colleen was really trying to, pause her, but then Colleen, in my opinion, kind of choked up. Like, you know what? I tried. It is what it is, and this is her show. Hello, Nisimo. So we're gonna let her go head on. Then finally, like I say, she settled down a little bit and wanted, was sending out her apologies and everything to her. Well, guess what? It's a little bit too late now, because now you have nobody anything highly upset. Now there's a big, there's a big argument thing going on, all because we as humans don't take that deep breath and be like, well, okay, I hear the audio, I see the messages, but you know what, let me talk to her. It was easier for them to just have like a one-on-one conversation, because Randa was assured that, no, it was just me there listening to this audio and this video, and I knew that this was going to take place. I knew that this was going to take place. This is what Randa was saying about this situation that occurred with DJ Tyson and his son, right? So, but then it pondered on me, and I'm saying to myself, well, but you knew about it, and I couldn't understand. Well, how in the hell did nobody anything got to DJ first? If you knew about it and you was that this was all about to take place, then why wasn't Randa to DJ immediately to possibly stop the situation from his son being caught up over there and drunken Larry's home? But that's just me. Like I told you, I kind of think outside the blocks, because that what she said. She was like, well, she knew about it, and nobody anything was the lying as bitch. But if you out here to help people and keep people from being in harm's way, seem like that to me, that should have been a conversation between DJ and Randa. But it is what it is. Nobody anything made it over there to him to try to stop to alarm him of the situation and everything. And things just really got out of control, because now you have where she got kicked off the panel. She wasn't able to finish telling what she wanted to tell, and it was because other people were being brought up into the situation, right? So she got kicked off, and of course she went to her own channel, and all goddamn hell broke loose over there, y'all. It broke loose. You want to know what she said? You got to go on over there to Nobody Anything channel and hear the rebuttal. Now, here's what I'm hoping that just don't happen, because Randa was convinced that, that nobody anything was a liar. So Randa jumped to a little bit of conclusions and did call her out her name with "you a lying bitch," and and things like that. So then you had to go and have nobody anything to her channel and retaliate it. I'm really hoping that they don't escalate it from there. And one has to understand why that reaction came about. You know what I'm saying? Either leave it alone or just because they ain't never got to talk to each other or nothing like that. But, that goes back to my last video that I did, where I always tell people, you have a little bit of confusion and everything going on out here. The best thing to do and to resolve this situation is you got to cut the middleman out. Gonna have to go sit down and chop it up like real grown ass ladies and move on. Because as long as you have a middleman, which what we call authors of confusion, the shit is going to stay in the pot and continue to freaking boil. It is. It really is. So, but it's crazy, you know, and yeah, so, but this is some of ladies who don't go nowhere, you know, and they stuck over here, and I'm bringing them of what's been going on over in the R. Kelly sector. So, moving fast forward, so you have that has completed. Hopefully that it won't be no more drama back and forth on that, you know. But when you have a middleman, a middle woman in your situation, stop for a minute. It's like fire. Stop, drop, and roll. Go to the source. Go find it out. Because if you are beefing and there's a middleman, and you basically, it's like you're making a choice to, you know, get the views and to get the clicks and keep the arguing and keeping the hatred up amongst each other. And it is sad. It's really despicably sad. It really is. So got to learn how to talk to each other, figure out what the hell is going on, and find some type of peace about it. But that's just me, how I try to roll with it. You know, can't help them, can't save them all. Can't save them all. So now let's go on over to the juicy part of the goddamn story after I get my tea. What up, Nisima? What up, prayers? What up, y'all? I gotta get my tea. So hold that thought, y'all. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Let me get me some tea. Because I know I'm talking a lot. A lot. Let me put this on for y'all. I'll be right back.
Let her know, I gotta let her know that she my white horse, she my medical. She like my baby mom, know how to take care of me. Give my baby problems, you gonna regret everything. So I let her know, gotta let her know. Came through the front door, I'll be ready for it. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you. Miss that smile. Lord knows I ain't seen that in a while, but it's your style. So something must be up keeping you down. You a queen that must be heaven sent. Pray my soul, I must repent for not telling you what I meant and how I felt. Honestly, I'm used to throwing wishes in the well. My conscience tells me that I could have helped without fail. Actions speak louder than words, and that's a lesson that I learned all by myself. Let her know, I gotta let her know that she my white horse, she my medical. She like my baby mama, know how to take care of me. Give my baby problems, you gonna regret everything. So I let her know, gotta let her know. Came through the front door, I'll be ready for it. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you. Feel it, baby, stress is all around us. These high ceilings, and I need it, baby. Pressure and make diamonds, I won't steal it, baby. Silent, baby, hurts to see you crying. Know you trying, ain't no lying, baby. When I say I need you, greedy if I have to share you. It was me that all along did you wrong, thinking that I made you beautiful and strong. This toxicity, the death of me, I feel the day you gone. The most beautiful girl I've ever known. known.
Okay. So that happened with that. So how y'all doing? Everybody's doing good. Everybody's doing good. I got people looking in. Hello, people in the bushes. How y'all doing today? Shout out to you guys for occupying the bushes. Word up. I appreciate that. Need some people to sit up there in the bushes. That's what we need. Y'all sitting high, looking low at your girl. Sitting high, looking low. Y'all wave to them people over there in them damn bushes. Don't leave them out. They here. They part of the team. They just chose to sit in the bushes, and it's okay. It's okay to that. So now that we then got that out the way, I wish them well. I hope that it doesn't escalate. I do, because one, you know, I have to say that I am that person that just don't like to see a whole bunch of unnecessary a beef going on. You know what? Just unnecessary type of shit, right? It is so much other stuff to be fighting for out here. But of course, our mindless asses chooses to, fight each other. And it's never going to end. It's never going to end because somebody's agenda is greater than the other agenda, and we don't like to look bad, and we don't want you to say harmful things to us. A lot of that stuff, it just normally pisses us off as humans. And you know what, it's sad, but it's reality, and that's just the way we're going to have to finish flowing through life until God calls you home, because a lot of things you're just not going to be able to change. Everyone comes into life with a different agenda, with a different motive of life, and 9 times out of 10, it's not usually, a God's way, and that's just that. So, but now for the finale of this, because I want to get into the thing about the informant, and I want to read an article, a little bit of it to you guys. So now you got your situation going on over there with Dubosky and DJ. Will it ever end? No, it's not going to end. Does it look good? No, it does not. Okay, we have the walk for chaos coming up, but at this point, it's going to have to be. It is what the hell it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a man's fight. Have at it. That's just how I am with it. Have at it. And I'm at the point to where may the best man goddamn win. It is what it is. Something that just cannot be stopped. It doesn't matter on who's cheering each other on and who's trying to stop it right now. It's really a personal situation between them. So where I stands at it, have the hell at it. Lose all the sleep in the world. Do burn your gas up. Do whatever it is that they choose to do. I'm so over it, and I hope that you guys can be so over it too, and just sit back and just kind of laugh. Pretty much. You said that's the longest brewing tea. Coda had turned it off. Coda Bear turned it off for me, so it was ready. Yeah, it's good. It's good. That's that Earl tea, so it's good. So now we're at the point where we are have to sit out here. You don't have to, but the comical part is in it now is to indulge yourselves into watching actual porn. Yeah, you get to listen to the porn and you actually get to see the porn. They took it to a whole nother goddamn level out here, right, y'all? I never, ever, ever thought that it would get to this level. Like I said, this is the part where we get to laugh, y'all. Y'all get to laugh when I say that this man then sat here and put DJ Tyson whole package deal on the goddamn screen, y'all, going in and out of a lady. It was okay. Why are we doing this? Like, now you know this is some serious shit. When you got another man that had then dropped all the pride that's in you about being a man, and because you want to, you're angry with him, and you got to expose some shit on it, and you just gonna keep replaying another man's package. I don't know about that one, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I'm so over the part where the rendezvous then happened, with nobody anything's and Dubosky. So over it. It is what it is. Go. You did what you did. Now go separate ways. Go. Prayer. It was I, it was uncanny. I've never seen it. I'm and I'm like, oh, okay, all right, this is what we doing. But in all reality, now being that it's a bunch of ladies out here, right? Okay, we ladies, we normal. I ain't gonna lie. Let me see. Let me see here, right? I ain't gonna lie. Then after the one or two times, I'm like, okay, I'm over it. That's enough, right? It's enough. Now, what is happening with the porn and with the audio tapes of explicit sound and action and things, it has nothing to do with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, you guys. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do whether if this person is qualified to do this because this person is doing porn, or if this person has come out to you know, do a Dino or whatever. It really doesn't. You know, it's like you need a whole nother sector. You know what I'm saying? It's got to go start a porn sector. I don't know. Now that I've said that part, I'm gonna have to rain on the parade of this, right? Because I don't know about y'all, but everybody didn't, you know, watch the little porn here and there. Even on, what was that, Grey's Anatomy? You didn't see some sex, right? I ain't paying nobody to come and watch your ass have some goddamn sex. It ain't gonna fucking happen. And I don't know about how many of y'all is willing to go and pay and get in the private sector of watching, but I think I seen enough. I'm a pass on it, right? But the shit, I ain't gonna lie, it was hilarious. It was goddamn hilarious, you guys, because I'm sitting here going, what in the, I'm doing my hair like this, right? And I'm like, what in the hell? Why are we at this part? Why are we at this part? I don't know. Well, anyways, it escalated and escalated, you guys. So, of course, you had the Boski that wanted to take it to a whole nother level. And everybody out here knows the goddamn rules. At least I know the rules. If you are a blogger out here, if you are on your channel, you're running your channel, there is community, there is guidelines, y'all. And when I say they in bold goddamn letters, they in bold. And one of them clearly tells you no criminal goddamn activity and no type of sexual, you know, exploitations. It's just not allowed. It's just not allowed. So they do have remotely you know, people, you know, sits in, watches your channel. Doesn't necessarily have to be you, me, or anybody else. So hello, Curtis. It really doesn't, right? So, you know, that will shut you down. Boy, when I say they hit that boy, they hit the Bosky channel so motherfucking hard over there. I damn near dropped my phone, was laughing my ass off. That motherfucking shit said, gone. Go. And I knew that it was going to happen because, like I said, they have not, it doesn't have to be you guys. They have where all of these channels are somehow computerizedly, like remotely watched. It really is. YouTube is pretty big, you know, and they hire people for things like that. And I'm pretty sure they know that they got a whole R.Kelly sector shit going on and waiting on some shit to happen. But I was sitting up there and I was like, oh my Lord. But I have no fear because, like you said, he had 10, 11, 12 or so many other goddamn channels out there. I don't know. I only seen 4. You know, I actually searched for the 11, 12, 13 goddamn channels, but I couldn't find none of them all. I just only saw those. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But y'all, now this is what's puzzling to me, right? This is the puzzling shit, right? Let's see if we can figure this out, ladies. Y'all figure this out to me once I see. Curtis, how you been? How you been, sweetheart? Look at Unique Thoughts and Creep there. What up, Unique? What up? Now, here's the puzzling part about the situation, right? Let's use our head, right? Cause I got 2 puzzling, confusing things that happened last night. Couldn't understand it first, so I need y'all help because I'm lost with this. And normally I'm not goddamn lost out here, but I was completely lost with this shit. Okay, let me do number 1, and I'm asking myself, right? So apparently DJ says that these were things that was done with his phone long time ago with the female of his choice. Okay, shit happens, right? In his phone, right? It's in his phone. Put a 1 in the chat. These are videos and things that he has in his phone or possibly on his computer, right? That's supposed to be locked and secured, right? Hello, Vicky Smith. Hello. You say you saw, girl, did you see Vicky saw? Okay. Answer me this, you guys. Isn't those things that is locked in your phone or in your computer? So my question to the chat room is, how the hell did did he get that porno? How in the hell where did he get that? Where did it come from? So that video had to have be sent out, right? It was sent out, possibly. I don't know. And then somebody else is mad, what now, at DJ and decided to send it on? Like, how does shit work? Because you can't get a goddamn thing up out of here unless I send it to you. So make it make goddamn sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. How? How did he get it? That's the main goddamn question out here. How did he get it? And if I hear something about the computer or this or whatever was hacked, then that means that this person has all of your shit, like all your documents, like every goddamn thing. They done put it on. They got into your system, hurried up. Y'all seen that movie, The Net? I think it was The Net, right? And you run and you put it in the computer and you copy every goddamn thing. How did it happen? Help me out on this one, prayer. Because I don't know how y'all not confused on that shit. How in the hell did it happen? How? Very confusing, right? He said that he got it from someone in the, see what I mean? So now, this is why you have to sit back and just kind of laugh at it, because if we are just hypothetically saying that he said that he got it from someone out of DJ's chat, right? Then whose fault really is it, prayers? If that got out, it's DJ's fault. It's DJ's fault. He owned it in accountability. That's just the way it goes. And somebody has turned on him and sent his stuff on down the road for someone else to use against him. So y'all see how this shit works out here, boy. When you trying to trust somebody and have a virtual conversation with somebody, a relationship with somebody. That motherfucker gonna turn on you. That motherfucker to sit that goddamn thing and all y'all had y'all about a 20 porno shit going on last night. I was like, what in the hell? Now, he would have been safe with his channel had he kept doing what he was doing, which is holding it back here so you could barely see anything, right? He was good then. He wasn't in the red zone then. But Lord, he done took and blew that motherfucker up to an 8x10 on y'all ass. All right? You ain't need no magnifying glass for that one. But Lord, I'ma say this here, though. I'ma say yeah, I never ever thought that I would actually, because a lot of people that I met, right? I met downtown Chicago. Now it's like, come on, y'all. I'm feeling some type of kind of way. But I didn't saw your thing. I didn't saw your package, man. I didn't saw your package. I didn't saw your package. Come on, y'all. Now y'all know when y'all show up downtown Chicago, y'all go have that whole vision. I'm so glad that we still got like 2 weeks, because maybe it will vanish away, right? It will vanish away. What you say, Nisa? You say DJ had it out long before it had showed, and that was showed back in 2019. Okay, I mean, I'm just saying, it was just, I'm just saying, when y'all come downtown Chicago and I'm looking in y'all face and y'all looking kind of weird, I'm gonna know why y'all kind of still discombobulated in the head. That's all I'm saying. I'm just glad that it was grown folks. I'm glad that it was grown ass people. Everybody grown, right? Okay, we go woosah that. Woo, y'all. I don't know. To each his own. But I'm gonna tell you this. You ain't never getting pap ass up in the air on nobody's goddamn camera. Ain't gonna fucking happen. Ain't gonna happen. And I'm pretty sure that we all have had a time or two where a guy may ask you, send them a picture, right? Send me your news and everything, right? And every now and then, we done had one or two, right? I promise you, girl, I be looking at my phone like, you know what I send them? I got them to send them a Google cartoon picture of somebody big, as I'm talking about like 400 pounds. Here you go, Nick. You go have to work with this one. You think you go ever send my shit out for free? You got me messed up. So y'all don't act like ain't no man ever said, hey, well, send me the picture, then all of a sudden you just hot and bothered, you want to take your bra and shit off, and you show your little tits in the areolas and shit like that. I never even got the picture. I never really stood the shit, I guess, because it's a man thing, right? I guess it's a man thing that they want to stare into the phone, the picture to like see your breasts. After 25 or 30, gravity take its course any goddamn way. They gonna drop, they gonna soup, they come in all different kind and everything. So I don't know. It was funny. Yeah. Okay. How many of y'all out there got y'all news with y'all ass up in the air? Come on, keep it real, because y'all know y'all got it's somebody out there. I'm just saying, though. But secure your shit. Make sure you're getting your shit in the right goddamn hands, y'all. Because people turn on you. They'll turn on you. So now, he gets this big old thing that comes up on the screen, terminating the channel, right? But I mean, like, you got to be bold as fuck to want somebody then share something with you. You didn't put this girl's whole cooter up on a goddamn screen. Now, I had to ask myself the question, right? Because this can be harmful, detrimental to both parties in effect, it could have, and then it could play out a little bit different. You're going to have where a lot of people are going to take their judgment call on the person that posted the shit, right? Because you're going to have some people now where you took a chance on whether if they're going to decide whether if you're a good person or you're a bad person. Sometimes like that, to be honest with you, as a man, in my opinion, you lose your whole player's card because ain't another goddamn female out here go trust your ass. It's almost like you just done canceled out all your free coochie. It did. Ain't nobody want to give you none. You just show people like what you would do with it. Put a 1 in the chat, ladies. I'm just saying. Put a 2 in the chat if you feel that I'm wrong. I'm just saying, because I have to take a step back. Now, how I'm going to share my shit with you to, look at and go to sleep on about, and I see how you know what I'm saying? And I get it. It could have been in the form of self-defense, but sometimes you got to watch your self-defense, because your self-defense can also be offense to your motherfucking ass and fuck you up. So I'm just going to have to say, listen, be careful on who you got the cooteroo to go to, because we saw it. The trust is out the door. He don't want your ass no more. I'm just saying, you got to pay attention to that. I get it. I'm going to try to make myself look good. What up, Joy Ross? I'm going to try to make myself look good about what I'm doing. I got to convince these people that the other party to the party, well, she ain't shit. She sent me her shit. This is, but And you have to look at her. Yes, she's going to take a little hit on this because it works the same way. She's going to have half of the people out here that calls and says that she's a hoe. You're a hoe. You're a hoe. But then you're going to have the other half out here because she did come out to take accountability to what she says and respect her about that. So she's still going to have people that's going to ride with her, regardless if you put a goddamn cooter-rooter on there and spread it open. She took accountability for what she had done. So when a person does that, like I say, gotta take time, gotta take a step back, gotta woo-saw on the shit. Okay, well, how is this gonna play out? You gonna have to like play it out. But I get it. I'm gonna post this because we got some people already out here not liking her. So we gonna make her finish feeling bad about herself and call her a hoe. So I'm going to post her whole goddamn cooter-rooter up on the goddamn screen. Then you got the other people over here. That's it. You know, everybody knows what a goddamn cooter-rooter looks like. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. It is what it is out here. Mine's, I'm gonna keep right here, nice and clothed, and everything, and privately in the room. I am. But the young lady that it had happened to, guess what? She's young. She's in the prime. We do crazy ass shit when we're young. Lesson learned. You have to build the trust up in a person that sincerely, that you know is going to 100% authentically respect you, even if there becomes bad time. Bad time, because we sit out here and we all be saying we want all men, to respect us and to respect us. You'll know when they respect you because it comes with time. Amen. It comes with time. It really does. But I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. And I see anything, nobody in here. The shit was hilarious that the opportunity to do this, to demolish a person. And it was like, so what is the grand prize? What is the grand prize? Unique, you say you so lost. I took 2 days off too, girl. But then I'm thinking, okay, I'll come back. And girl, yesterday wasn't even no better. It was a whole damn just porn. It was porn day. Goddamn porn, girl. And then now let's jump on over to the other one though, because nobody's anything, she gonna be just fine. She still got to move on with life and go do things, and same as well with the Bosky. Got move on with life, just moving on and let it go. It is what it is. Now, y'all know I didn't think that I was gonna leave DJ up out this shit, did y'all? Cause I'm not. Ain't gonna fucking happen. No. Mm-mm. Exactly. It's all about the age frame too, prayer. Absolutely. Hey, Trigger. Hey, hun. It's all about, it's an age thing. With age, we do crazy stuff. Then as you get older, it get finer, like wine, and then it gets better. Then after a while, you just lay down your sword. It's like, okay, I'm tired of this. What else is new for the rest of the living days of my life? What else is new? What else is new? We just shouldn't do it because people are very, very, I agree. But at the same token, everybody does what they want to do. It doesn't matter about if this can hurt a person or whatever. You do what you want to do. That's just how it is. How I've learned how everybody moves out here, right? So let's get those likes up in the chat though now, because I'm up. It's 125 now. Like seriously, hit that damn like button out there, you guys, just so that my video can keep it rolling. Don't make no sense. The bushes are getting way overcrowded, y'all. Let's get them people out the bushes and get them a seat next to you in the chat room. So, and jump to DJ Tyson right now. I get it. I'm all the beast and everything. I get that, right? But I guess, like I say, the problem that I kind of have with that is I'm gonna need y'all to calm and tone it down and do this and do that. And I get it that this is a personal thing that's happening to DJ Tyson. My bad, I hit the hotkey. So, but now we're it's it if you keep fighting it back, it's never going to end. So this is an egotistical situation that each one of them has gotten themselves in. I gotta win. No, I gotta win. No, I gotta win. No, I'm gonna win this shit. And to hear it being thrown out there where, well, I'll see you at the walk. Well, we have all these ladies coming to the walk. And none of these ladies, like I said, from back in July, is not coming out there to watch anybody fight, or, we're not. So I'm gonna have to hope and pray that they take their beef somewhere away from the walk. We don't need that, because what you guys will do is have the police clear out our whole walk due to the nonsense that is going on. So we can't have this beef fight right there at the wall. Y'all, you get it in somewhere on the west side or somewhere. I don't know. Get it in over there, because this is no. This is, it's got to change up where you're saying that, okay, well, I'll see you when I get to Chicago. Okay, that's okay, as long as you're not saying, well, I'll see you when we get to the walk or anything like that. We got to leave the walk off of it, because this walk right now is held for a lot of peaceful people that is making a choice out of their day to come down and do a walk for chaos, not a walk to watch a goddamn beef fight. We don't want that there. It just cannot, it just can't play out that way. It can't play out that way. We don't want it there. We want nothing but peace. And that's that. So, but yeah, I was just wondering how in the hell that they got hold to it and things like that. But so after that, I don't understand. So somebody's got to make it make sense to me. So make it make sense to me, right? That we had learned that, I guess, T Baby had went to make some type of report, a no contact thing or something, right? I'm trying to understand this, and this is with a lot of people, right? This is with a lot, especially with Bookham does it a lot, all of this information, right? All of the paperwork and things like that, right? And I had to ask myself, well, if she went to go and file this yesterday for a no contact thing, I'm confused. How in the hell how did he get a copy of that shit that fast? Like did somebody call somebody and give them the case number or some shit? Somebody got to make that shit make sense. How are you able to even know where they went to file this ad, or how? Like, how in the fuck? And this isn't just happening over here. This is all around everywhere. This whole kind of thing. It's like they come on the screen, right? And they tell you what it is that they about to do. Somebody better make this shit make sense. You said it was put out with a lie attached to it as well. Yes, that I don't know how and what, I saw the story on the paperwork, but that part, we all know how that's gonna be. We all get it. People, you can put whatever you want on a piece of paper to get a reaction from the authorities to sign off on it. The question is like Mr. Robert Sylvester County. You have to wait till they get to the finale of it and make it to court to prove your shit, to get the person that you are targeting into trouble. You can put whatever you want on the paperwork. That part I overlook. I don't give a damn what you put on this paper. Wait till we make it to court. Now let's let the games begin. And I'm going to show you something with that too in a little bit, because we're going to get to that. What is it? 118. Okay. So that's what the puzzling. Okay, so he put it up. Now ask yourself this though, Prayer. If people, let me do this. If I am in cahoots with you and I am fighting, I'm fighting with you, I ain't finna tell you shit. I'm not gonna tell you when, where, what, how, or who. You're not supposed to know. The only thing that you're supposed to do is receive your paperwork, and I'll see you in the courtroom. Do you really think that I'm about to come out here to prove to you that this is what I am about to do to you? And me, when I say that, pay attention though. When I talk about toxic ass people, I talk about this R.Kelly sector. Pay attention to it. Everybody in this damn circle posts up everything that they're going to do. Then they come back and they post up the counterparty, right? They'll come back and they'll post up to you what you're not going to do because I got this and I pulled this and I know this. What type of game are we playing out here? Because it's a game being played. I don't care what nobody says on that factor. It's a goddamn game being played. You don't go tell your right hand what your left hand is going to do. So, like I said, look at the circle. Look at the circle. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't make no sense. I'm going to post this up. And then you know what happened after this person that told you what they feel you going to jail and I got this. And you want to bet? I'm showing you I filed this. I did this. Or even over on the other sector over there, right? Well, I'm going down to the police station. You saw Bookham go on a damn screen in a goddamn police station. Remember, he had his backpack walking down the street. Why? Why do people need to know that? Make it make sense to me. So now that the person who you want the attention from of knowing what you allegedly could be capable of doing, they're going to come back and now you have a whole nother goddamn argument going on. Nobody's still going to jail. There has not been any court fucking dates. You remember, I don't know how many of y'all remember that shit. Y'all don't remember when Booker went down there? Did a whole motherfucking show about he got his backpack, couldn't make it to work, or he would be running late. Then they made him and he took his belt off, going through the fucking police officer door and all that shit. Where is the court date? Who appeared at court on that day? Nobody. Nobody. Not a goddamn nobody. Nobody. Where are they? What's going on? Huh? What's going on? It's a circle, and I'm going to put this on one of bullshit going on right in front of everybody faces out here. Everybody. But I get it. We get to sit up and watch a damn good show about it. It's a good ass show. I'm getting to the informant part. Oh yeah, then you guys are going to clearly understand what my whole introduction was about. It's going to make a whole lot of sense. And everybody's grown out here, just like me. Everybody out here knows how this shit all go down. But that man has done so much. So has other people, right? He tells you all of this stuff with this docs and stuff, right? They done came out here. What did he say? He got all his information and everything from Sylvia, right? Let me ask you this. All those names and everything that was on that paper, how come ain't nobody went on and pressed charges or anything about being doxxed against Sylvia or Randy and them? They happily admitted that they did some of those things. Why hasn't nobody who was on that list press any fucking charges? I mean, some real serious charges. Or maybe they have and people just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they have and we just don't freaking know about it. But I don't know about y'all. But when I say that this sector, this whole shit here that rotates from one person to the next and it's all the same goddamn people, same fucking back and forth goddamn arguments. Sorry, some bullshit in the game. Some bullshit going on. I don't care what nobody say. Some straight up bullshit in the game. I'm just so glad that I stayed the hell away from everything, everybody. Everybody, the stuff that you guys are learning, I'm learning it as I watch it as well. But it don't take a rocket science to put this 2 and 2 together. It really doesn't. I'm not going to say and tell all that I feel like I know, because I know y'all got to see this shit. It's some straight up bullshit going on in this sector right here. Toxic. Yes, ma'am. 100 goddamn %. 100%. I don't, and it's crazy. It's psychotic, freaking crazy how the sector uses these mind games. It's a mind game going in a circle around innocent people that sit on these platforms, help take care of channels, hint, hint, all of these things, buys all of the shit that these people are doing out here. And it's crazy. Like I said, why show your shit? Why tell your shit? Ain't nobody been to jail. Ain't nobody, it's like it just stops until something else comes back out, all because of people personal feelings. These are feelings in the game. It has absolutely nothing to do with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Let's get into this freaking article, because we didn't talk about these goddamn informants, right? Because I just told y'all there's two different kinds. You got all of us. We are all informants, the innocent ones, because we like to sit here and absorb the gossip, tell some of the gossip, like I just did on my platform. I told you guys everything that went in this little circle from yesterday. And from yesterday, the porn had me a little discombobulated, because I'm like, why? Like, what's the purpose of this? I'm like, oh, okay. And I don't know where y'all from, but I ain't never really, really, really heard no black ass woman scream like that. It is what it is. I always thought all that screaming came from from the Latinos and the the white folks. When I Okay, I always thought black folks be quiet, right? I don't know, but that was one noisy ass goddamn porn. It was up so loud, and I was at work, right? Yeah, I had to turn that shit. I was like, where the mute button? Oh my god! These people at work thinking I'm watching porn. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy though. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. And the word to the wise, if you're out there and you got your man and you're going on a date with a new man and you ended up, going and having intercourse and everything, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to pat you down, motherfucker. What you got? What you got, nigga? And I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm like, but it's the best advice that one can get when R.Kelly says it. No motherfucking phones. You can't bring. Matter of fact, you coming behind this door butt fucking naked. I'm checking everything. You ain't coming up in here with no motherfucking electronic. And then, because it depends on who booked the room too, y'all, right? Depends on who booked the room. If he booked the room, search that motherfucker down. Go in there, tell her you got to search down, check the walls, bring you a metal detector, a motherfucker to put cameras and shit, all that motherfucking lamps and shit. You got to check all that shit. Now, if you book the room, you okay. Because you okay. But if a man done booked your shit and you talking about you gotta meet him there, right? And he already in the room, get that motherfucker. Matter of fact, go get another room. Say, hey, I don't like this room. Well, what's wrong with it? I don't know. It's something in here making me into something. Can we switch rooms? That's okay. You stay right there. I'm gonna go get the room. Switch rooms on that motherfucker. we go. We go. Don't trust it. That's the point. Don't trust not another fling. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. Don't trust it, y'all. Cause it's gonna be your ass up next in the air on the goddamn screens. And your girl pal gonna get some goddamn popcorn and be sitting the fuck back here laughing at your ass. Cause I done told you what the hell to do. Switch goddamn rooms. No. So search them down. Check every goddamn thing. And no, nothing come in the bedroom but two butt naked ass people. That's it. Don't bring no luggage. Don't bring shit in that bed. Cause you about to record my ass. That shit. Unless you are having a consensual recordings. And it's okay. Both of y'all setting the cameras up, do what you want to do, and get the motherfucking NDA papers out, and all that shit ain't gonna sign that shit. Now, I'm just saying. But baby, and I done watched a few growing up, everything and all. I ain't never heard no black woman screaming like that. I thought the damn one. I'm like, what in the hell? Okay, so because I'm gonna change subjects though in a minute, y'all, cause it get a little graphic up in here, right? I'm saying to myself, it's Daz and Trigger and Curtis, y'all close y'all ears, cause I'm talking to the ladies right now. It's about a muscle thing, right? It's about a breathing, a control. You have control. She ain't have, I'm sorry, y'all, no control over her cooteroo, none. It was just all over the goddamn place. You can't be like that. And that's what keeps, keep you relaxed and everything. Now, I'm not trying to give y'all no sex education to classes. I just kept telling y'all the truth. So when you mentally follow me on this one, y'all, you mentally kind of know when the man is going to penetrate you, in and out. You know that. So when he's getting ready to come in, your technique is to breathe in. It pulls your muscles to be able to to be able to accept what's about to come, the force to come, right? And once he is coming out, you breathe out. It gives your muscles of your jaja chances to relax back out, but he's coming back in like really fast. So she wasn't prepared. So that's what causes all of the goddamn screaming that got on my goddamn nerve. Fuck, bitch, shut the fuck up. I'm sitting here and I'm just saying, in, out, mentally, no, the movement of the guy. They can only go two ways, in and out. Ain't no man coming in they're in and out. It's a breathing thing. It's a breathing thing. And once you have the breathing thing and mentally visualizing, psychologically knowing which and how the man rhythm, the speed of it, you're able to breathe in and out, controlling your jaja muscles. And that way you don't have to have all this goddamn screaming, because that shit got on my goddamn fucking nerve. I was like, what? And I was like, what in the hell? And you too old. I'm talking to the lady in the picture, right? In the video. Like, you too old to not know how you ain't got no control over your jaja down there, or mentally. You too lost up in the moment that you getting laid. Never get lost up in the moment, women, that you're getting laid, because then the man think that he got you, that he controlling you. And as long as you got the muscles and the mentally knowing, you'll have his ass falling in love with you like that. And that's on my mama. I need to be getting up out of here. Y'all so silly. And I'm done with that. I can't keep, it's not that hard. Breathe, control those vajayjay muscles. Mentally know, bitch, you got to think, relax. When he's finna come and bang it, breathe it in, control the muscle. That's it. That's class 101. I'm done with that shit. Ain't nowhere in the hell the goddamn 20 fucking neighbors should be knowing anybody goddamn name. It don't make no sense. She said, I can't stand y'all right now. Y'all is something else. Look at Trigger. Trigger like, ooh. I'm just saying. I'm talking to the ladies, right? I've got to keep the girls up on game, on game up in here with, because she fell a little short. That's all I'm saying. She fell a little short. So what did y'all see happen when she fell short? When she had no control down here, what advantage did y'all see happen? I bet y'all don't know. I bet you Prayer know the answer. I bet you Empress knows. I bet y'all know. What advantage happened on that porn? What advantage? Regina. I'm sorry, Regina. I'll try to keep it down a little bit. I'll try to keep it down. But what advantage? She lost all control over that, and she gave DJ the advantage of making him feels like he the beast. No, control your moment. We the beast out here. Because without this, he couldn't have been no beast. So control your monster. Control it. What should have happened was he should have been falling out. He shouldn't have been able to talk, because you had control over the whole situation. Now you got him all messed up in the head like he ain't do nothing, right? When you know all the time that you did what you were supposed to do. He's sitting there looking at his dingo like, damn, like what happened? That's because you was in control. Make him think that his stuff failed him. I'm the beast. Nah, bro. No, bro. I'm just saying, gorilla glue grip, gorilla glue, gorilla glue. I'm just saying. That's how you know you're controlling the situation. Always own the situation. I'm sorry. Control that situation. Never, never, never. Did what you tell when you both is relaxing and everything, and you accomplished. That was nice. I don't know. I mean, what y'all say? Let me see what y'all say once y'all done, cause ain't nobody in here no goddamn virgin. So when you done, do you be like, oh, that was nice, baby, or like, what do you, or are you just quiet? I'm not gonna tell y'all what I say. Oh, this there nobody anything called it a gorilla glue grip. You done for that one. You done. You done. Oh my God. Okay, girl. Oh, all right, Harry. Get on back up in there, girl. Get on up in there. Y'all are so silly, but never, never, because that's what you get. That's what you get. You get a big head out there once you give up control. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm. But that was yesterday's program, you guys, and stay tuned because I'll be bringing you guys back some more of the program that goes around on the R.Kelly sector YouTube streets, and some shit is just gonna be funny as hell. But yesterday you had porn. That was just it. Everybody saw what the dick and the cooteroo to look like. It is what it is. Now I ain't gonna I ain't never seen, I'm a little older cat out here, y'all. I'm a little older, and I ain't gonna lie now. I ain't never seen a two-tone penis. It is what it is. Some, I guess, where the color just don't finish growing down to it. I don't know what that's all about. That's something that you guys are gonna have to get an understanding from a man. I can't explain that because I don't know, but it was always a question that I did kind of want to know, like, how do you like how it like I never understood two-tone penises. Where like the head is one color but the shaft is I don't understand. I'm gonna have to go find something to read up on what what makes it two tone, unless Trigger want to tell us, unless Curtis will. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's like, I used to be like, well, maybe they need to just like leave it out and, like go on a beach or something and they just kind of get some privacy and leave it out so it can tan, so that the sun can eat. I don't know. I'm gonna even stop talking about this shit. 'Cause I promise you, I do not know. I don't. Oh my God. It's a mystery though. It's really a mystery. But you see how it is where women may have their different abnormalities of little things about the body, because I know with the breast, one will end up being larger than the other, or the leg, one is large. Don't run now, Trigger. Don't run now. One is longer than the other. So I don't know. A botched circumcision. Oh. Okay. All right. See, y'all good teaching me some shit. The beauty, go to bed. Y'all look at beauty. Y'all look at beauty. Hold on. Hold on, beauty, because you ain't right for that one. You definitely not right for that one. Oh, beauty. You go to bed. That's what you do. You go to bed. Mm-mm. That one is a beauty, y'all. Mm-mm. Beauty said not washing it. right, all right, all right. This girl said not watching. I'm too done. I'm too done with you. All right, let's go over this article about the informants, you guys. Let's talk about it. Let me see if I can bring it up here. Let's get into this so Pap can get her butt up out of here. I just knew I was gonna have a good day messing with y'all on here. I knew it. I knew it. I just knew it. I knew it. Let me see. What did I do with it? Hold on. What did I do with it? I had to find it. Did it close out? Yeah. Oh boy, I just knew it, knew it, knew it. Okay. Okay, it's kind of long, so I am going to be skipping through it just a little bit. Let me get the screen up to share it with y'all because I am so done with Beauty, boy. Beauty say it's not coming here. Oh, she said, got me sweating over here. KJ for 1470. What you sweating for? Welcome to the chat. I hope you hit that thumb up button on your way in. Welcome to the chat. We're happy to have you here. That's right. Y'all welcome because I've never seen this person 1470. So welcome to the chat. Yep, yesterday was porn day, y'all. I don't know what today gonna bring, but it is what it is. We will see. All right, let me see if you guys can see the screen. I got to get the going. A second, 1 second. Okay. I'm trying to get y'all up on my phone so I can see the screen. So give me a minute. I'm purchasing me a dual monitors too. So I get dual monitors connected together. Okay. So we talked about being an informant, you guys. I don't know if you guys, I'm gonna try to blow it up. I always have problems blowing these damn pages up. Where the goddamn magnifying glass is at? Let's see, because it just will not. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh no, where my dang on magnifying thing be at? Zoom. Zoom in. What? There we go. There we go. There we go. Much better, y'all. Let me know if that's much better. Put the thumbs up in there. We're not going to go through all of it, so because it's pretty long. Just I think it's like 2 parts that I kind of want to touch on, but I want to just get it big enough so you guys can see it, and we're going to go with that one. Okay, let's move it over. I can see y'all. The title of this one was The Secret Justice, Criminal Informants and America's Underground Legal System. Yay. We're just going to touch on a few things in here because what they're doing now is elaborating on a bunch of different stories about, a criminal person or a drug gang, drugs and things like that. But it was one in here that I really did want to touch on. But we did both of them. We talked about all of us being informants, which we are. We share stories. We tell what we think is a type of evidence amongst each other up in here. And the only difference is we don't have nothing to really gain out of it but laughter, stuff like that, like what I just did. So yes, I became an informant. I just became an informant. public informant. We have now what they have, the criminal informants, right? And on the YouTube streets, we keep hearing about, oh, they said these are informants in here. These are informants in here. So I question myself, well, what type of informants are they? Are they just public informants? Keeping up a bunch of shit, distractions to the gang out here about Mr. Circulating around Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, or are these real live criminal informants, people that has already been into trouble, right? And is searching and got snatched up by probably the FBI saying, oh, you know what? Well, we can probably use this person, because he doing this. Well, if he doesn't do this for us, you know what? We could put some more shit on him and get him, locked back up, especially if he was just out yesterday or, a couple of months ago, which we all know that we do have one guy, maybe two, maybe three like that already out here on the YouTube streets. And one for sure that we know, and that happens to be the infamous drunken Larry. We know that he's out here and he's fighting some hefty case that is going on. Could he have possibly been used as a criminal informant to come out here to do distractions and find information to give up people to the FBI to help with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly as far as prosecuting him? It's very much so possible. So here, let's talk about what it is, though. Criminal informants, they often continue to commit crimes. Is he still committing crimes? Possibly so. He's found some way to not have an actual job that where you have to put your social security number actually on a piece of paper to receive a W-2 form back at the end of the year. Or, so is it possible that he is still committing crimes out here, coming up with all kind of different, ways of hurting people, crooked and shit like that, but you can't really tell because he's mingled it in with a lot of different things of selling, t-shirts and things like that. I don't know. Sometimes people can get away with it when they have something that they can implement to cover up the wrongdoings of what their whole intentions really are. You feel what I'm saying out there? Y'all feel it? Okay. So, but that's what it is. While working for the government, criminal informants often continue to commit crimes while working for the government. To its surprising, the Secret Service discovered that one of their top former informants, and they're talking about this one guy who was allegedly running a large credit card, data theft rings in the country. His name was Gonzalez. So he had to use his connections with the government to promote his illegal activities and also to tip off others, hackers, on how to avoid detection. I want to chat if that feels like somebody you guys may know around the YouTube street. That's funny though. That's, it's quite a few of them. So, but we're going to go on down. And we're going to talk about how the real deal of the snitching works, right? You say you know one, Daz? Because I know one. The heart of the snitching is a deal between the government and the criminal suspect, in which the government permits the suspect to avoid potential criminal liability or punishment in exchange for the information. The heart of snitching is the deal between the government and the criminal suspect, in which the government permits the suspect to avoid potential criminal liability or punishment in exchange for information. Put a one in the chat if you kind of know somebody out here on the YouTube streets that, that sounds familiar to. So thanks for coming by, KG1470. See you on the next go round. Appreciate you visiting. In this sense, snitching refers to a relatively narrow class of people who give information to the government in exchange for impunity for their own crimes. It is not about whistleblowers, crime victims, civilian witness, or people who call 911. Rather, criminal informant deals are special because they involved a decision by the government to forego arrest, prosecution, or punishment In other words, snitch deals are a form of plea bargains. Okay. Now, I want to stop it right there because, like I said, I'm going to be jumping through this. You get to sit out there and you get to hear Mr. Bookham sit over there, and and you people want to follow up behind Don Russell, and then the Don Russell this, and the Don Russell that, and the Don Russell this. Many of you should remember the time where Don Russell had already got I think it was a public defender, okay? Spent some money as well for the court for his bond, right? To be released. I think it might have been about $10,000, right? So just what if, think about this, just what if, we talking about Don Russell, because now Bookham also has put out here the propaganda that there's quite a few people out here on the YouTube street that has been hired by Don Russell, right? Hired by Don Russell, first of all, to do what? First, he comes out and he implements, he puts out here this narrative to the people that Don Russell is going to possibly be the person that's going to be the nail in the coffin against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Feel what I'm saying out there? So if that's the case, somebody needs to explain to me if this man then already been charged, paid a bond to get out, wrote his own goddamn paperwork up, might I say. That was a smart ass move. Searched through the publications of the IRS to receive his funds back through a publication that stands in the IRS publication log, found something to write it up, receive his goddamn money back. Explain that shit to me, because he must have wrote one hell of a goddamn paper, right? And at this time, sits here and allegedly, possibly gets offered some type of plea deal, right? Somebody explain to me why the hell had he not taken his plea deal already? He is out of jail, awaiting to go to trial or whatever the case may be, right? They want him to possibly turn state's evidence and report some things and anything of what he may know or may have to against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. But like I said, and I stand firmly on this, you don't have a man. He made that phone call to the Savages. He asked them in that phone call, hey, we can clear this up a different way. We can fix this. This doesn't have to come to this elevation part of what's going on. You can have this, you'll have your daughter back, and we can go and do this. Bookham and family came out and changed that propaganda up. They changed that narrative up, excuse me, as if that story appears to be like, well, if you don't do this, and then we're going to do this, and we're going to, we're going to murder, we're going to do this to you. And that's not what that conversation, to my understanding of it, was about. To me, it was about a cease and desist. We can all move on from this. You don't have to do this. And I asked the chat again, what part of that led anybody to think that this was the man that says, you know what? I'm going to help take Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly down. Had he said it differently, or had he not even possibly made the phone call and just stood by awaiting for some shit to fall down and join in with the people that was going to take him down? If he was going to be taking Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly down, you explain to me how in the hell is he on this side of the goddamn street and not on the other side of the street with Drunken Larry now? Somebody explain that to me, because we know that Drunken Larry came with the crucifying cross. Why isn't it that he's not teamed up with Drunken Larry now? So you're going to tell me that you're going to have Drunken Larry and them team take him down, and then what? Don Russell got his own little special team that's going to take him down? Isn't Drunken Larry them team good enough? Bookham plants out here the narrative to these people that Don Russell is against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. You guys watch, you watch, you watch, you watch. Well, you know what? I guess we're just going to have to wait and watch, because I believe that this man who stands out here and makes his choice to say, you know what? I don't want y'all plea deal. I'm going to freaking trial. He paid his bond, and to my understanding, he is awaiting freaking trial. Had he was going to take it, he'd have done it by now. He'd have done it by now and went on in and probably got offered what? Well, you know what? For your doings, we're gonna give you, you'll do 6 months and 5 years of probation. And thank you for your turning state's evidence against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Somebody better explain that shit to me. Somebody better explain it. But that's what I'm telling you about the difference with the difference from the public being informant. Everybody, we're all public informants. We share all of this type of information. We give each other our point of view and train of thoughts of what the hell is going on. And then you have the criminal freaking informants. Why was it easy to take Mr. Don Russell and put this case in on him? Because he had a previously case before. Why is it easy for them to say, you know what, give me your wrists, I'm going to turn it. We're going to offer you this, you're going to take this. We need you to do this against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Because yes, he ended up being in a criminal situation prior to what the hell he is going, prior to them picking him up to this. He had a prior situation going on with him. So it put him in that category. But let's move on. Enough about Don Russell, because I don't see it happening. And, it is what it is. I think that this man is going to ride and die with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly on this one. And I think that they're going to have to bring it on into the courtroom against Mr. Don Russell through his trial. Because like I say, this man was smart enough to go into the IRS publications and write his shit up and get his money back just like that. You gonna sit here and tell me that he ain't gonna be smart enough to work out his trial in his court? I don't know where y'all from, but if you smart, how many of y'all would have ever known to go look in the IRS publications and find some damn form to get your goddamn money back of what you paid on a bond to the goddamn court? How many of y'all would have figured that out? And if you could figure that shit out, you're going to figure out how to do your case without taking a goddamn plea, turning state evidence on his fucking man. And that's just how I feel about it. But we're going to we'll wait for his trial as well. We'll wait for his. It says that one of the most important features of informant use, it is not merely an investigative tactic, but a widespread, secretive, and almost completely unregulated method of resolving guilt. And as far as anybody out here being criminal government out of all of these YouTube panels, I'm gonna have to say it's bullshit. They tell y'all it's informants out here. Informants run very secretive. Everybody out here on these goddamn YouTube streets talk. They tell you when they go on to court. They telling you what they got. They telling you when they coming from court. They gonna tell you what your charge is that they putting on you. They going to court. They going to file the paperwork, and they going to come back out here on the YouTube streets to tell you what charges they putting on you. Only the people who picking you up is going to tell you your freaking charge. When they come back and telling you that, they're non-secretive. With me, I have to honestly say, it's just non-factual. Fucking bullshit out here. All bullshit. So I just wanted to bring that to you guys, and I am going to skip down because the rest of it is about telling different stories about individuals and whom they're talking about in this article. But I didn't want to do that. So I did find another part of it that was just interesting. I don't want to talk about the drugs. So where is it? I don't want to talk about the neighborhoods because we all know that those are messed up due to, people, what they do. Let's read the part about the law. There are many legal aspects to informant use. Some have to do with police and prosecutorial power to create, reward, and punish informants. Okay. Others govern the ways that the government can deploy informants to get information about other people. Others govern the way that the government can deploy informants to get information about other people. Now that's a possibility when it comes to the YouTube. Hey Judy, the YouTube streets out here, this sector here, right? Because it's possible. Yeah, they govern. Yeah, to put other informants, to put them out here. So that, I guess that is a possible way of doing it, but I don't see that. I don't see that out here with the Kelly sector at all I see is, and I have to be perfectly honest with you guys, all I see is a bunch of supporters and a bunch of fans. And now it's like dissecting apart about who's the real supporters and who's not. But that's what I see out here. That's what I see. And you have, like I say, where it said in here, some have to do with police and prosecutorial power to create, reward, and punish, right? Others, this is your others, right? Your Bookums, your Drunken Larrys, your Angelo Clarys. This is your others right here. These are your others of what we see. Your cousin Levi. They are your others. Others govern the ways that the government can deploy informants to get information about other people. Put a one in the chat if you understood what I just said to you. They are your others. They're your others that's out here on the YouTube R.Kelly sector. Those right there. And the reason why I added Bookham into this others part, this other sector right here, is because that's exactly what he's showing you what he does out here. And had he been moving a little bit differently and acting normal like everybody else, I probably wouldn't even add him in here. But that's what he does. He governs the ways that the government can deploy informants. And what does he does? Sit his ass out here to help get information about other people. And I'm sorry, because at this point, once I reread that to myself, I'm going to have to add, and this is no shade on them over there, but this is exactly a little bit of what Sylvia and Randa also had done. And that's a period behind it. They done cleaned it up. They done fell back. They done apologized. And I get all that shit. And I don't know where it's going to go from there. And it is what it is. But this is exactly what they did. They were others. And what did they do? They helped to get information about other people. So whether they are or whether they're not, here's the thing. Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly indictment is already written and set in stone. He is about to go to trial here shortly. What everybody else is doing out here and what they're saying, and all of these people, information got pulled and passed on, and you docs, it ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. They ain't adding none of that shit up in there. So you guys got to take it for with the needle in the haystack right now. And every time they talk about it, you just laugh at the shit. Pretty much. It is what it is. But that shit, what they doing is back and forth stuff, and you did this, and you did this, and you did this. What they finna do? Halt and supersede and keep adding people and keep adding people? Nah. His case as well, it's on its way. It's on its way. They ain't studying all this old crazy ass shit going on out here. The U.S. Constitution contains procedural protections for defendants who are charged with crimes based on information from informants. The U.S. Constitution, it contains procedural, which means that things are done in a procedure step. Let's say step. It has levels to the game. You feel what I'm saying? It's like they got to start here, and then they got to get to the next one, and then you got to get to the next one. It just don't all happen at one damn time. There's a procedural method to this stuff, that it contains procedural protections for the defendants who are charged with crimes based on information from informants. A few rules limit the government's informant authority. Only a few. I like to read and see what those few are, right? But I don't have much more time left here today. The overall picture is one of tremendous official powers to create and use informants with few restrictions or requirements. What follow is a very general descriptive outline of the law of informant use. It is informational only and should not be construed as legal advice. Ugh. Okay, let me find that one more thing. One more that I saw was very interesting. I think this one was it. Uh, Authorizing informant crime. The government also has complete discretion to ignore crimes committed by its informants because police and prosecutors are never legally obligated to arrest or prosecute anyone. This translates into the ability to give informant crimes simply by failing to pursue them. So maybe that's why ain't nobody went to jail because just because the informants have this information or they're feeding this information to where they think that they can get it to have people prosecuted. Right here, it clearly tells you that it's not an obligated thing to do. It may not be legally obligated to arrest or prosecute anyone. So with that being said, all this stuff out here, they can talk their ass off. That's the way I feel about it. You going to jail. The government can also authorize informants to commit additional crimes as part of investigations. Oh Lord, is that, do y'all think that's why Drunken Larry's so loose with it out here? Oh Lord. The FBI informant guidelines specify two tiers of illegal activity. Let's see what tier one. The tier one is the that an informant can commit when authorized by his or her handler. The guidelines also specify crimes such as violent crimes or perjury, which handlers cannot authorize. If an informant has been authorized to commit an offense, the government cannot later prosecute him for that crime. If an informant has been authorized, y'all getting that? Yeah, but Felicia, all of us have, all of us have our things, but I'm gonna touch back with you on that one. I'm gonna touch back with you on that one. They have nothing to do to believe some of the same people, but you really have to understand all of his charges. I mean, all of his charges. There is a couple of charges that I do. There is one. There's one with me that he's going to have that challenge to go through. They're gonna give it to him. They're gonna, just out of spite of knowing that they will lose his case, Felicia, but they're gonna make him go through it. That's a fact. So, and until then, until you see a motion coming up, you haven't seen them. Let me jump back to you, Felicia, because then I'm going to end my show with you. If an informant has been authorized to commit an offense, the government cannot later prosecute him for that crime. Now that's crazy. So if Drunken Larry has authorization to be out here doing what he is doing, y'all, he just might not be, going to. I don't know. I'm just reading what I'm reading. This is referred to as the public authority defense, or sometimes as estoppel, I think. The E might even be silent. It is such a common issue that the federal rules of criminal procedure have a special edition in the Rule 12.3 to govern cases where defendants assert that they committed the crimes with public authority, meaning the government told them that they can do it. Oh, that was rough, y'all. That was rough. So I don't know. And all to understand, like I said, a lot of things that's going on. If you would just take one person, of who you chooses to focus on, and write down their behaviors and the pattern of it, and go and apply it to some of the laws and things like that. It'll give you an idea of the who, what, when, where, and why these things are being done. Hmm. But yeah, and this is pretty long. I am going to finish reading this whole thing. It's very informative. Yeah, it is. Secrecy. Snitching is inherently secretive. And all these people out here be snitching. Y'all see them snitching out here. And is that secretive? Hell no. Investigations and informant identities must be kept confidential in order to be effective. But the clandestine, undocumented nature of informant uses has made the entire American criminal justice system more secretive and less accountable. Hmm. Informant investigations may take place without documentation or external oversight through informal snitch deals. The potential guilt of thousands of suspects is negotiated and resolved off the record. When cases do make it to court, documents are often sealed because the government does not have to disclose its informant deals, practices, or other information. It is nearly impossible for the public to find out how the system is being run or to hold anyone accountable. I am going to definitely finish this here article, you guys. I am. But let's get back on the screen. Let me close this out because I want to jump to Felicia's argument before I get up out of here, you guys. I don't know how many of you guys caught Azarel commercial on selling her the Paletta thing, long ass goddamn commercial, y'all. She got put this on, her panties on, and all of that stuff. She's really down a career path of bikini wear and lingerie wear and stuff like that. I thought that, by now, after hearing all of the crazy things out here on the YouTube, that she would try to expand her horizon and be diversified in her trying to find a career goal. I don't know, but she's only stuck in the yeah, the half-ass clothes and things like that. So, but the commercial was long as heck, you guys. So I noticed that the chat room has dropped, and I get it when you're not, when you're not doing as much and things that they will leave. But I thought that was pretty educational, something to know about the informants out here. So, but Felicia says, you guys, that she doesn't think that it's going to make it to court. And that is the only thing that I want to touch on to you about, Felicia. You said that you think that everything is going to be dropped. And this is just my opinion, okay? If you feel that everything is just going to be dropped, can you explain to me why they have set court dates up? Can you explain to me why you have not heard one motion prior, right now, knowing that there are court dates set up saying that we would like for this one to be dropped? You think that they just going to go and start the trial? Because you said you don't think that they're going to make it to trial. There's another motion asking for a specific charge to be dropped. And until you hear a motion out here and asking for these charges to be dropped, and they are dropped off before, do you know also to drop them off that they will have to kind of amend the indictment? You do know that they're going to have to try to amend a lot of things. Me, I would love to see Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly released from the MCC. I do. But in reality, due to the circumstantial level of claimed evidence that they have against him, this will go to trial. Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly attorneys are going to have to fight to get this man released in front of a juror. If charges were going to be dropped, You would have not, I don't think that you would be going through a juror selection right now. Everything you know, because they will be having to deal continuously with the motions of having each one of them dismissed. And none of that has been put into play, to my understanding. To my understanding, they have not asked for any charge to be dropped, and that has to come through on a motion, and you don't have those. It's a request. They want something, and when you want something, you have to write it up, get it in there. I haven't seen anything about dropping this motion, or dropping this charge, or to drop this charge. So until I see those, they don't. They don't. But that's why you have a juror, and that's why you have his defense attorneys. Circumstantial evidence. They have to prove that he is guilty. They have to prove it. The burden of the proof is on them. But until you hear about a motion of charges being dropped, you know, that's just my opinion. Not him being released out on a bond, a motion to dismiss of this charges, but under what circumstantial evidence that you know that they would write that under to show to a judge. And like I said, this is stuff also that has to go through the grand jury, which a lot of things has already been through a grand jury already. So you say she may be saying that based on what's coming soon, then that's possible. Then that's possible. Yes, ma'am, I totally agree. If there is more circumstantial evidence that shows that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is innocent of these charges that the government has placed on him, yes. Yes. But how do you, I do. I'll leave it at that. I do. I do. Nisimo, since you're in here, I would like for you to I don't know. I kind of want to talk about it because I'm kind of lost, because you know he has this lawsuit that is still pending in Jackson, Mississippi, right? By Asia, what's her name? Chassa, Asia, right? By not Asia, by Asia's husband. Her husband is impatiently waiting because this supposedly was supposed to end back in 2017, and Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly was picked up here in 2019. So of course his lawsuit case is still pending. Is there any information about that? Because I can't find anything on it. Has not been settled. It's not settled because the judge that Bryant went in front of at first, I guess he dropped off of it. He didn't want to touch it or something or whatever. I've read that whole freaking case about her and her husband and Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Yeah, the lawsuit is still pending. So is this something that he'll have to deal with after all of these? Because I know for a fact that once you have a case going, some things get set to the back burner. He gets to choose which case that he wants to deal with first. So I don't know. I'm still digging on that information, and that's because I am a nosy informant. I like to know things and stuff like that. But like, what's going on with that case? What's going on? You can't even find how much he allegedly is trying to sue Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly for this alleged disruption of his marriage that he was supposed to have been having with this Asia cherished lady or whatever, that apparently ended sometime in 2012, I think, but the article clearly says something about they possibly could have had, well, his allegations was that his wife was supposed to have been sneaking on and off with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Thank God that this was a grown ass woman. That's why I'm like, I can't fall for everything about he was with some kids, because this woman here is grown as hell, made some decisions to being acquaintance of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly and her husband did not like that at all, and he blamed their divorce on Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, and is apparently have a lawsuit pending against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly that somehow that's going to have to come out and get worked on as well, Felicia. So there's still quite a few things up underneath that his belt that he's gonna have to still work on. This one here is kind of a petty like thing, but I guess my question, is because we don't know who all of the I don't know, you don't know, a lot of people don't know who all of these witnesses may be, who all will be taking a stand on behalf of this man or against this man. We don't know this. We don't know this. So, okay, you say stay tuned. Okay, I'm gonna stay. I'm be sitting right here watching. I wanna watch and see, but yeah, there's still this lady that is out there and her husband, and I don't know about you guys, but I saw the information with my own eyes. I'm not going to share it. Maybe Saturday I'll share it, and things like that. But who knows about Asia, And isn't it a song with ain't that a song with Asia? I don't know. Something we'll talk about probably on ladies' night. On ladies' night. But y'all know what? So, because we'll get Nisi Mo back up here to finish schooling us on some more things, and hopefully some other people join the panel so that we can talk about it. We got the Walk for Chaos coming up March 19th and March 20th. I leave that at that because I'm not the sociable informant. So everything else that has been worked on, that's going on, all taken care of. The hoodies are getting worked on. I think that we're doing okay. You got your bullhorn. You come on out. Make sure you guys book your hotel stays downtown Chicago or whatever your choice. Go. You can stay wherever you want to stay at downtown Chicago because I am. And, yourself, hopefully we're going to end up with some dining out. So I will let people know about that as well. I definitely will. So yeah, hopefully, there's a few or maybe everybody that wants to go and do some dining, steak, potatoes, and a glass of wine. By all means, you're welcome to join me and the others, my sisters, and all of us who is going to go. Can't believe I'm sitting here trying to talk over this phone when all I had to do was hit the end button. Just join in, and we just move like adults move, and that's all that's gonna take. We're going for some, a nice dine in afterwards. So you be prepared for that. Pretty much all I got. Hopefully the weather is in our favor. Yeah, hopefully the weather is in our favor. But y'all know how we do while I get up out of here because I got to go make a move. Give the person above you. Let me see. Let me get into the chat for a minute before I go. I'll give you guys about 5 minutes. You said, but according to him, it's not him, and that will start trouble. He's got accomplishments with him, and that's it. License to carry. I don't know who BG is talking to. Okay, I just feel it. And this is a bunch of made up bull. I'm going to tell you this, though, Felicia. From sister to sister, all of this R.Kelly YouTube sector crippity crap stuff, you can take this out of the equation. Just popcorn it up, get your beer, wine, glass, milk, water, and sit back and enjoy the show. Because this stuff is just a big show. This stuff is just a distraction to keep you from, not focusing so much on the case or, having your opinion or how you feel about Mr. Kelly. You keep those in your heart and in your head. You have to take all of this stuff that these people are saying as a grain of salt. You read your own, read it. And just like how you came in here and you said that you feel Mr. Robinson Vesta Kelly will be coming home before the trial, then that's your feeling that you are supposed to be having. And nobody should be able to take that away. That's your faith. That's your thought. That's you, where you might have read some things and you put two and two together and you hold on to that. Cause like I said, baby, let Monet. Monet, I ain't see you creep in here. I ain't see you, but because everybody's they're gonna say and do as they do out here. But all I see right now is just pure fuckery, and a big circle of you did this and you did that and you going to jail and you going into jail. Did you read the indictments? Are they in there? Are all of these people out here that saying, well, you done and you done and you going and I got this on you and I got this on you, and this comes from the whole R.Kelly sector. We get it that a lot of these people may have, not a lot of them, some of them may have played a part of what went on in Mr. Kelly's camp and things like that. Do I believe that people that may have been in his camp and may come out to turn on him is sitting right here in our faces? I don't. I really don't. I don't. The only person that you have learned, let me ask you now, Felicia, the only person that you've learned that is sitting right here in our faces that has really claimed to have been in Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's camp is who? Is who? There's only one. You didn't seen him on the pictures going down to be in front of the cameras and everything. There's only one person. Everybody else has literally been to some of the hearings or to downtown, or then been to the basketball thing like that, right? But literally there's only one person who claims that he knows way more than ever. Don't nobody know Mr. Kelly like him. He is the only one out here that screams that shit. I am the only one that brought everybody in. I should have never introduced none of these people to Mr. Kelly. And if you the only one, I don't know, some bullshit in the game. And that's just me. That's just me. Beauty say, make sure that you men keep the two-tone dinos to a limit. We don't want to see too many two-tone. Boom, there you go, Felicia. There you go. There is your starter point. I'm sorry. There's your starter point right there. And everything, whether it's negative or it's good, it's always going to have a starter point to it. And all you have to do is evaluate it, dissect it, digress it, whatever you want to do to it, and just figure it all out. Beauty is so silly, y'all. But I'm with her on that one now. We can't have too many two-tone, yeah, some of those. We can't do it. We cannot have that going on around here now. We just can't do it. I'd like to thank you guys coming out as usual, spending a little time with me. I took 2 days off. I called it a YouTube vacation. I had to relax from this stuff, y'all. But baby, yesterday, that really, 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 like I said, I don't know what part of the series that I like. So Saturday, we're gonna have what was your favorite time of the buffoonery on the YouTube streets? I want to know what is everybody's favorite moment. What was best said out here that literally cracked you up, even if it's something that I done did. You include me too, y'all, but I really want to know, what is y'all favorite part of the show that went on? I do. Hi, Tanea. You say, Pap, I do not know American law as such. Could I ask if he comes out and is acquitted, will he receive compensation for being in prison all this time? That is something that has to be filed, Tania. You don't just come out and they say, here. You know what I'm saying? Look at Quiet Storm. What up, Quiet Storm? I see you creeping in here too. BG creeped in. Thanks for showing up, y'all. Who is gonna block you? You must just don't be bad, and you're not gonna get blocked. But Tanea, that's how I look at it. He just not gonna come out and they're gonna be like, here. He's gonna have to come back and start submitting his paperwork as well. I guess the question to ask though, Tania, is let's just say that he does. Let's just hypothetically say that, from our eyes, he is entitled to monetary damages, for things happening to him, right? Now, ask yourself, how much longer would you want to be coming in and out of court and things like that to countersue on people who has done damage to you? Or will you be willing to, you know what, I'm going to deal with some of these things, but a lot of it, I just want to let it go. I just want it gone away from me. So just something for you to think about. There's a lot of stuff that I think that if I was in Mr. Kelly's shoes, I'm going to have to say, you know what? I know. And then there are some things like with Sony or, certain situations of what it was, it's another one where I would say, you know what? I want to deal with this one. So, and it's all about paperwork. You can't trigger anything without paperwork. You got to start a paper trail. So you say I was the other night and I don't. Is BG talking to me? I don't know. Coming to your channel, hearing about it. You're hilarious with it. Oh. Okay, y'all got me lost in the chat because I was talking to Tanea. For loss of freedom, I would let it go myself. Some of them, I have to agree with you on that, Tanea, because you have to say at some point, you know what, I've been through enough, and come out and do things a whole lot different and be like, I'm done with, I'm done. Like, oh, I'm done. I'm so done. I'm pretty sure if you look into the Ghislaine Maxwell testimony involving Epstein, you will understand how high this person goes. A lot of people are mentioned. Okay, I'm going to take that into consideration and write it in my little notepad over here. My little notepad. Yeah, and I'll take a peep at it. I'm always interested in people that has a little, some information for you to kind of go look into this and get rather rare opinion, get a different opinion or point of view on some things. So yes, each one teach one, right? That's why we try to open up the platform and get it, a little bit bigger, because everybody has, an excellent or better idea or the opinion that can lead to a bigger and better platform on discussions on bigger discussions about things. That's the only way we'll learn this stuff. So I don't know. You don't know. All right, you guys, I must get up out of here. Give the person above you a heart. Give yourself a heart. Don't forget to share a heart with your host. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out. Don't forget to support the channel, you guys. And don't forget to walk for chaos. Until then, I'll see you guys on another go round. Yep. But I got to go. I got to go.
Wonder, is it worth living now? They told me dreams come true once you live it out. I picked up pieces from my childhood in a broken house and healed my soul from the trauma we've been given now. I hear the whispers in the wind under smoky clouds and tell myself once again, I'ma work it out. So much shit can happen, yo, it got me tripping now. Yeah, it's feeling different now. Like I'm zoned out, put my phone down, damn it's cold out. Plotting on a rollout, we took our own route, really on our own now. These them winter schemes, plotting for better dreams, cooking flows and melodies for OGs with felonies who've been locked since the 70s. You gotta pray for enemies with jealousy, they only feed off the good-hearted. Just don't bargain, stay in your lane and keep hogging. Know that you a target and gotta finish what you started. Life of being an artist, gotta show them where your heart is. Put your all in, keep calling, keep going, don't stall it. Don't fall for what they all been dishing out. Just be yourself and it'll work out. I wonder, is it worth living now? They told me dreams come true once you live it out. I picked the pieces from my childhood in a broken house and heal my soul from the trauma we've been given now. I hear the whispers in the wind under smoky clouds and tell myself once again, I'ma work it out. So much shit can happen, yo, it got me tripping now. Yeah, it's feeling different now. Yo, living in doubt could be the death of you. It's only a few that'll rep for you, and rarely ones that'll step to you and let you know where you wrong at instead of letting you ride away in your soul. Rather be whole and pure in my spirit. This life never ending until you near it. A lot of shit to bear with. Sometimes you don't wanna share it, but don't keep it in cause you fear it. It's an epidemic sound, and you can see right where I'm headed. I'm elevated, oh yeah. We was waiting, oh yeah. To make a statement, it's clear the way them boys persevere. Yo, we taking the stairs, don't let them get in our air. They go watch, I'ma stare. Tell them pull up a chair. God gon' answer our word, living now. They told me dreams come true once you live it out. I picked the pieces from my childhood in a broken house and heal my soul from the trauma we've been given now. I hear the whispers in the wind under smoky clouds and tell myself once again, I'ma work it out. So much shit can happen, yo, it got me tripping now. Yeah, it's feeling different now. Wonder if it's worth living now. They told me working 9 to 5 just to make it out. And now the dark nights got me needing mouth to mouth. Resuscitate my dreams, tell me what it's all about. I wonder if it's worth living now. They told me show a little skin just to make it out. They told me grind until I doubt, till I reach the clouds. Excuse me a little moment while I break out. Never let them take me out.